First and 10. Shotgun handoff for Allen. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Caught by Theo Johnson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Back to throw now. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Escapes the pocket. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Even 10 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down. Looking for a throw here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He's dropping back to throw. Complete to Braylon Allen. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to run it down at all.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. They are throwing it again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series.
Sir.
Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First half, well, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about the defense when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, They got him tackled behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. He takes it himself.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Connects with Riley. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And the Giants going nickel, 3rd down coming. Throwing from the gun. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Down approaching that 10-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. One quarter down, a lot more ahead here in Super Bowl 64. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Minneapolis right after this. About to begin. Welcome back to Super Bowl 64. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They send a man in motion. Man in motion, out of the slot. A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Quick pass, right side, complete. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Give to Allen out of the shotgun. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second and 13. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean to I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here he is on third and long. Connects with Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They've got a man in motion. On the handoff, Allen. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness.
Let's go.
Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside. There's the
Damn, bro, they didn't let me jump for that shit. That was a pick. Just show that was a pick. If this motherfucker ain't got lurk artists on him.
So after
What?
that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. That D-line is immaculable.
Defense comes through. That's gonna
Immaculate. Immaculable.
fourth down.
Impeccable. Ah.
You just feel this
That bitch is coming. What you talking about?
Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. And big plays on that side of the ball, so they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
Here's the snap on fourth. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Chiefs take over inside the 35 after the interception.
That shit's electric. Look at that.
Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives
I love it.
where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure it out, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. It's Pacheco again. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Right back to Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. And it's the Chiefs with only a yard to go here on third down. Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Lone man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. Pacheco has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Allen trying this straight ahead. Jukes one defender. Stiff arm success. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some love to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that one.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Setting up a throw. Finds his target, Allen. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. The Giants using their first timeout. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Allen runs in. Touchdown. The Giants make it a 1-score game before halftime.
Boy, just watch them walk in.
Allen, the touchdown.
What you doing, fam? You just watching them?
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs will add to their lead at the end of the half. Xavier Worthy,
Dickhead.
touchdown.
You better play deep, motherfucker.
And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
You better play deep, motherfucker. Because guess what?
Now to kick this one away.
Them boys going.
And it bounces
He said, I got some gray
outside
haired
the
motherfuckers in your lobby.
30.
His name's Worthy. Fuck you talking about?
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Back now, pressure on its way.
Let's go.
Interception.
Gone. I'm gonna let you. You ain't catching me. You catching me. You might catch me.
And the Chiefs get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Let's go.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the
Well.
possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, they put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on
Damn,
after
I
this.
fucked that up. Oh well.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward.
I didn't want to do it too dirty, you feel me?
From the beginning of our second half.
We got to keep it interesting.
Let's crown a champion, shall we?
We
The
got to
second
keep it
half of
interesting.
the Super Bowl is underway.
Chat. Let me get a W in the chat.
And we'll have to wait at least a few
Get a W in the chat for
moments
interesting.
to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. We'll see a play on the ground later on. Largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's got him. That's Pacheco. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Wiley hauls it in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass and similar down in distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Like I said, we're trying to keep it interesting, chat. Can I get a W in the chat for interesting? Trying to keep y'all interested in this bitch.
Running out of the gun with
Motherfucker.
Pacheco.
CTE, we looking for that.
The 5-yard line.
CTE, we want all that.
Those are pickup of 4, second and goal coming up.
Bitch, I don't know left from right, from up, from down.
Trying again with Pacheco.
CTE, motherfucker.
He's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown.
Just saying, bro. You see Pacheco?
It's what
Let me get a W in the chat. You see Pacheco.
touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another.
It could be 30-something.
Actually deliver.
I gave him a grace.
To kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, listen, it was over before it started.
This is
Wow.
Breaks the tackle.
Hey, we coming after them ankles, bro. Let me holler at him.
Tackled for a short gain.
Tear his ACL. Just rip it.
Team medical staffers headed over to
Act
take
like a
look.
Rottweiler. Bite that bitch in.
8 yards to
Her.
go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32.
Bow. You feel me? We hitting hard.
And he stopped
High ankle sprain.
at the
Fuck
spot.
him.
Ooh, he paid for that
the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Ain't no fun until the homie gets some. Let me hit that motherfucker.
Throwing now on first down.
Let me hit that bitch.
And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, they said next year's bone stick's supposed to be a little more surgical. Whatever that means.
Looking to the air here.
Oh, wide open. Go ahead.
Wow, wide open here.
Gave him one. Gave him one, chat. Gave him two, chat.
The Giants start
We ain't giving them three, chat.
One after added on by Elliott. And the Giants get it back to a 14-point game. Until set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
1st and 10 from the 41. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has his man. It's Pacheco. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That hole was a little close. A little close for comfort right there, bit out.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in.
Get off him here, grown-ass man. CTE.
14 yards and a new set of downs.
On offense or D. Turn
a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. On target to Worthy. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running left with Pacheco. And he stopped just
Get your bitch
the
ass.
red zone at the 21. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. So Super Bowl 64, end our season, down to one last quarter. The Chiefs have it with the lead, a chance to add a 4th title to their trophy case. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Working quickly here. He'll try to run with Pacheco.
Oh! That bitch came through.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Man in motion, headed right. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. They don't go anywhere, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 3.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target. Hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Throw came out well. The defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Complete over the middle. And that one looks like he got into the 27.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. And in, touchdown New York. All right, right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Connects with Wiley. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up something very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get to the 2-minute warning. A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They throw it out quick to the left. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the zone. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Chiefs holding a 10-point lead. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wow, they're going to pass it here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release. release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure alters.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Giants have some new life in the fourth. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time. But it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Buys time, rolling right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
They connect on the deep shot. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll run now with Pacheco. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You've got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And yet again, the Kansas City Chiefs have won it all. They are your Super Bowl champions. Commissioner Goodell on stage to award the Lombardi Trophy to the Kansas City Chiefs, champions of Super Bowl 64. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season.
W's in the chat. For them letting me get a fucking ceremony. No, never let motherfuckers get ceremonies.
Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.
Let's go.